Hi there, and welcome to Apple World. So it seems to be that Chrisean needs all the smoke with Tia Kemp since Tia talked to Chrisean's child. Chrisean Jr. and Chrisean is large and frantic, and she impacted Tia Kemp and tried to pull her up. Chrisean Jr. is just 4 months old, however youngster that child has experienced such a great amount in his short life since he has been in the news since the day he was conceived. I mean, in a real sense, saw him being conceived in light of the fact that Chrisean went live when she was in the process of giving birth, and in the days after he was brought into the world, there was such a lot of show required among Chrisean and Blueface, where Blueface took steps to remove him, guaranteeing that Chrisean was careless, and a wide range of stuff he moved between rejecting that the child was his to taking steps to remove the child, and it was only a train wreck. I could go on and on about how he yanked that child up at 400 a.m. around mid, and the kid ain't even had no garments on, so when I say that. Chrisean Jr. done seen a few wild things in his young months. I'm not kidding, and genuinely, when Chrisean became a mother, I truly thought she planned to turn over her life and come out better as an individual for her child, and briefly she behaved like she was getting herself together. She guaranteed that she was leaving Blueface for good, got her own place, and did everything just for her to turn around and return to a similar wild way of behaving, which was more terrible on the grounds that now she had a youngster who she should have been paying special attention to. It didn't take long for individuals to begin contemplating whether she was paying as much regard for the child, however much she ought to, and individuals began to think that there could be some disregard, yet it deteriorated in light of the fact that certain individuals began to think that there may be some kind of problem with the child after she as of late went live with Junior, and his cries sounded odd, and surprisingly, his facial highlights were looking unique in relation to a typical child's would. While certain individuals thought that the child had Croza disorder, others feel that the child could have a fetal liquor condition. Kedua is a hereditary condition, so it doesn't have anything to do with Chrisean or anything that she did when she was pregnant. Yet then again, Chrisean smoked and purportedly drank vigorously when she was pregnant, and that is the reason certain individuals accept that the child could have fetal liquor disorder. Blueface called her out for this when she was pregnant, guaranteeing that she even smoked when she was en route to the clinic to conceive an offspring. He said, "You smoked your method for birthing, and you don't figure I can get the kid for genuine. I have no expectations of taking the child except in the event that you are not giving the right indications. I will truly do what's best." He likewise shared screen captures of a text where she conceded that she was smoking when her water broke. Don't get me wrong. I'm not expressing that something isn't quite right about Chrisean Jr., or that he has any of these circumstances. I'm simply letting you all understand what individuals have been talking about him, and for this reason, Tia Kemp expressed out loud whatever she said about him. He's as yet a child, and it's too soon to tell anyone who Tia Kemp went through a day or two ago, and for reasons unknown, she chose to lay into Chrisean and her child, saying that Chrisean Jr. wasn't giving any indications of improvement or hitting any milestone, and she truly went off Chrisean. You had 2 years to go around and beat up everyone. Go to a rock off the Flintstones, take Mr. Purple's face with you, and you tie him and get the child over to childcare or something so he can figure out how to do it. We're attempting to see achievements. What are you doing? Also, I'm getting that we need to check whether he is slithering because he ought to hold it. Right now, I could tell that your mother is letting you know this. I want to believe that he is holding up his head. Z-Man, bring that lumplass. A handyman man. They said you plumbing too. I won't let you know everything that man said about you because I'm saying that I ain't saving enough for my Spidey C. That is where my administration is, and they don't have any idea what I've seen. They don't have the foggiest idea. The amount of years I know of stuff, lun plum dama. Anything that plum will be plum in your goods. I don't have the foggiest idea what your name is. However, it should be obvious that a pill will do. Like I said, Chrisean Jr. is just 4 months old. It's still too soon to say right now. In addition to children develop and create at various rates, so Chrisean Jr. could simply be a sluggish designer, as far as we might be aware, and Chrisean feels that Tia was way off the mark to talk on her youngster like that. Chrisean imagines that Tia was attempting to pursue clout utilizing her name, and she won't represent it well. Fans have various conclusions on this, and they left remarks saying she's certain only exactly at 4 to 5 months that child hands ought to endeavor to hold up the jug, at 6 to 7 months that child ought to hold his container with little help, that child excessively youthful to hold a jug. Can we just be real? And I'm almost certain he holding his head up he like 5 Months, not 8 months, and as another mother to a 7-month-old, if it's not too much trouble. Quit doing this BSI, I'm serious as a heart attack. You need to see kids' achievements. What's the real reason for his development and improvement? Subscribe Apple World for more videos.